What up YouTube, Doomnyc here with Deck of the Month for May 2011. This month's Deck of the Month is going to be Fabled, new and improved, the deck that everybody's talking about. So here we go, let's get started. First off, we got 3, the Tricky, and this card is still really good in the deck. As a matter of fact, you need it. It's necessary to start a lot of plays, and it's really good to get first turn. So 3 of those. Then we played 3 Fabled Cruise. Again, another card that's really necessary to have. So you gotta, be able to get these cards and use their effects as soon as possible for the deck to work. 3 Fabled Grimrow. Really good card in the deck. A lot of the times you will special summon a Fable monster, send Grimrow from your hand, search for another card that can special summon itself, synchro like 3 synchro monsters, and you didn't even waste your summon. That's pretty much how broken that card is. Then we go into some new stuff. We got 3 Fabled Cerberus. This card's so good. It's especially good if you get this first turn, like with the Tricky. So you can special summon the Tricky, discard Cerberus. Cerberus comes back. He's a level 2 tuner. And then you can sync with these two for Black Rose or Arcanite and, destroy your opponent's field, and you still haven't wasted your summon. So it's really good. Then I play 3 Fabled Chawa. Some of you might say that 3 is too many. It's not. You need the monster discard effects for this deck to work out. First I tried this deck with 1, then I tried it with 2, and finally I tried it with 3 because this card's broken. This card's too good. Most of the Fables get their effects by discarding. This card helps you discard, and it special summons itself. So you gotta run that at 3. It's too good. 2 Fabled Ganesha. This is a level 3 non-tuner, and when you discard it, it special summons to the field and it gets 200 extra attack for 1800. It's a pretty good beat stick, but more than likely because it's level 3, you're going to want to sync this with like Fabled Cerberus to get your Fable Ragens to get the pluses. So, that's that. Then I used 2 Fabled Nizuchi, and when I first started playing this deck, I thought this card wasn't that good. This card is great. This card is one of the best cards in the deck. If you guys don't know the effect is you can discard 1 Fabled card to special summon this, and then when it's special summoned by that effect, you can special summon a level 2 or lower Fabled monster from your hand. So now if you have a Nizuchi, Ganesha, and a Fabled Cerberus in your hand, you can special summon Nizuchi, discard Ganesha, and he special summons himself, and then you get to special summon a level 2 or lower from your hand. So this guy essentially can bring 3 monsters on the field, himself and 2 others, and then if you have no cards, you can sync these 2, get yourself Fable Ragen, plus 2 off of that, and then you still haven't wasted your summon. That's one of the broken plays in the deck. Next, Fabled Kushano. Only 1 and play only 1. I hate drawing this card. If you play more than 1, you will draw it. You never ever want to draw this card. You always want it in the graveyard because you may need to activate its effect in order to start your plays. So you need this in the grave. Play only 1, and I'm going to show you how to get cards in the grave. I play 1 Fabled Luri, and the only reason I play this is because of Fabled Chawa. Now you can actually sync for Formula Synchron really easy. Fabled Chawa can discard a Fable to special summon himself. So you discard Luri special summons, and you sync these 2 for Formula Synchron. So really big play in the deck. Alright, now we're gonna go into our mill engine. So I'm gonna play 2 Lights 1, Lila's Lights 1 Sorcerers, just destroy back rows, and mill 3 at the end phase. And because we play 24 monsters, big monster count, that's going to help you get your monsters in the grave really quick. And I play 1 Raikou, and Raikou just for destruction effects and also for milling. So that's that. So that's the monsters. Let's go on to the spells. We play Triple Pot of Avarice. This card is key in the deck, very key. You gotta play this. It's too good. especially when you start +2ing off of Radiant's effect, and then you draw Pot of Avarice, and then you can get 2 more cards. It's just incredible. Pot of Avarice is a must. Played at 3. Charge of the Light Brigade. Another card that helps you mill. It searches out your deck for one of your Lightsworns, and then you get more effects off of that. So, really good card. Mind Control, because you can special summon tuners so easy. You mind control their stuff, take it. It's really good. Staples, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole. Back row, MSTs, and Trunade. Trunade being the big one because you can go off after you play your giant Trunade. So, you can pretty much spam the field, synchro monsters after you play giant Trunade. For the traps now, the traps are going to be different than the last Fable deck I did because since the monsters now have good discard effects, you don't need to play that many spells and traps that discard. So I'm going to go with the staples, the 2 Solemn Warnings, and the Solemn Judgment. I play 2 Raigeki Break. This is actually new to the deck. It was between this or 2 Phoenix Wing Blast, and I decided that the Raigeki Break would be a little bit better because of destruction effects. Because even though putting stuff back on the top of your opponent's deck may be good, sometimes you want to destroy cards instead of putting in the graveyard instead of putting it back for them to draw it next turn. So I decided to play 2 Raigeki Break. And the last card, Trap Stun, another card that helps you go off, because even if they Book of Moon one of your tuners, you're still gonna have lots of opportunities to synchro. So that's the main deck. Now let's go on to the side deck. 1 Ancient Fairy, 1 Chimera Tech, Gores, and I like the side in Gores' second game, especially 2. They attack you with an empty field, you bring Gores, then you can bring Chawa like next turn and sync for level 8 with a token. It's really good. Double Cyber Dragon, Double Crow, Effect Veiler, Duradark for Gravekeeper, Puppet Plant, Fabled Cat Sith, and this card's good against decks that play field spells like Dragoonity, Gravekeeper, Samurais for Uniteds or Gateways, stuff like that. Dust Tornado, same thing. Crevice, remove stuff, the Mirror Match, and Double Divine Wrath. And usually when you play with the Fable deck, people will side in DD Crows like right after. So at that point now, you're going to want to side in your Divine Wrath, so you can always Divine Wrath DD Crow, when they use it. So it's really good. Synchros. 1 Formula Synchron, and I only play 1 because you play Pot of Avarice, so you can always put it back. Fabled Kudabi, if you guys don't know its effect, if you have 3 or more cards in your hand at the end phase, this card gets destroyed. But if you have 0 cards in your hand at the end phase, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Now, it can still be removed from play with like D-Prison and stuff, but it can't get destroyed. So it doesn't, no battle damage. You can still take battle damage, but it can't be destroyed by battle. Mirror Force Torrential doesn't work, stuff like that. Fabled Unicorn, this card's really good, especially on your turn. You synchro for this, and then you have like the same amount of cards in your hand as your opponent. You can attack, synchro. Your opponent can't do anything as long as you keep the same amount of cards in your hand, and that's what makes this card so good. And it's 2300 at level 4. It's ridiculous. Catastor, 3 Fabled Radiants, and if you guys don't have 3 of this card, don't play the deck. You need 3. I've been able to spam 3 of these out in 1 turn and keep getting +2 every time. You gotta be able to do that. I mean, of course it depends on the draw, but still, you gotta play 3 of these. It's a must. Bryonic, only level 6 in the deck, and it's key because you need a discard effect. It's really good. Black Rose, blow up the field. Arcanite, you can get this. I showed you first turn with Tricky and Cerberus. Sync for Arcanite, you can destroy 2. Really good. Most key synchro in the deck, Ancient Sacred Wyvern. This card is broken. You put 3 synchros on the field, including this one. You attack. By the time this guy's ready to attack, his attack is so pumped up that it's game over. This guy helps you OTK really fast. 1 Stardust, Scrap Dragon, Fabled Valkyrius, because the discard effect is broken to help you draw cards. You can discard a Fable with an effect for Kushano, bring Kushano back to your hand. Like if it's Cerberus, special summon a Cerberus, discard Kushano, draw a card. You still haven't wasted your summon. It's really good. This deck is really conservative on summoning because there's so much special summoning. That's why you can't run Pot of Duality. And the last Synchro Monster, of course, the god himself, Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. So that is deck of the month for May 2011, Fabled. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's lots of great combos with this deck. I hope you guys play it. It's really good, really fun. Like spamming out synchros with this deck is incredible. The amount of combos you can do, the Nezuchi combos, the Chawa combos, incredible. So I hope you guys play this deck. Please leave your comments down below. Please rate and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, YouTube, peace.